I'm not sponsored by Blackmagic. And that'll be made pretty clear with a good deal of comments I'm about to make. In August 2019, Blackmagic released the original 6K, which in my opinion revolutionized the game. It definitely did for me. I mean, everybody and their mama was after that camera. Now, I didn't end up getting mine until the end of 2020. And despite thinking it would be a while before the next release, they then dropped the Pro in 2021. Then the G2 in 22. Oh, I see what y'all did there. And lastly, in 2023, they released Blackmagic's first full-frame cinema camera. That's 4 different cameras, well, 4 different variations if we're being honest, dropped over the last 4 years. That's great and all, but we have to address the elephant in the room. Newer ain't better. I don't believe the newest Blackmagic is the best of the 4. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. I'm still using the original 6K I bought in 2020. Now, before you leave saying,
he's shooting on a dinosaur, he's not growing with the times,
allow me to break it down why the original is the best. So first, let's look at the Pro. For starters, there's a $600 difference in price. The original you can order for a little over $1,900, while the Pro is sitting at $2,500. And I know what you're thinking. Well, with the Pro, you're getting the flip out screen and the internal NDs. Well, for me, there's a major problem that negates those positives. The Pro has a longer nose on it, which at first glance I thought was great. But because of it, when you go handheld, in contrast to the original, your palm doesn't touch the body of the camera while pulling focus. With the regular 6K, because of its ergonomics, you have the additional point of contact, which lessens shape. It also keeps your right wrist from carrying the body weight by itself. So for $600, I can use my external NDs I already had and external monitor. If you already have these things, and most filmmakers do, then that leaves the Pro with not having any advantages in my honest opinion. So I decided to stay with the original. Now, 22 inches the G2, and I think most of you are going to know why I didn't grab this camera. One thing I wanted in a new Blackmagic was full frame. I've also wanted a reworking of the shape, the body. Not only did this new camera not give full frame, but they removed the internal NDs. So while the camera does still have the flip out screen, and it is $500 cheaper than the Pro, you lose the internal NDs and you keep the exact same body as the Pro, so you're gonna keep working that wrist. Pause. So for everyone who is just now going to get a Blackmagic, if it's between the G2 and the original, it may make sense to go with the new G2 if the body isn't an issue for you. But for me, it made no sense to upgrade. I would just be selling my camera for less cash and then shelling out the difference for basically the same camera. So it was a no for me. All right, let's move on to the most recent release, which I must say got me super excited when I first heard about it. The Blackmagic Cinema Camera 6K. But before we get into it, let me know if you like this kind of content. Subscribe and hit that bell for more content like this. So when I heard the words full frame and 6K, I jumped on my computer so fast. I jumped on sight. I mean, I was flash with that thing, y'all. Excited. My mouth was watering just to get hit with 2 haymakers. Pause. 1, no internal NDs. And 2, L series lenses? Man, what the f? I could have dealt with one or the other. If the camera had internal NDs in the full frame, but changed lens types, I still would have bought it that day. If it would have been full frame and EF with no internal NDs, I still would have gotten it. But bruh, that killed it for me. I don't own any L series lenses, so I still stuck with my now 5-year-old Blackmagic. Now, guess what I'm about to do, Blackmagic? Unfortunately, I'm just gonna keep patiently waiting. Listen, even with all those complaints, I love my Blackmagic. I've created some amazing things with it, and honestly, it gives me an amazing look just pointing the camera. Right out of the camera, amazing images, which is great for me because I don't claim to be a DP. I can light enough to get something decent, but the Blackmagic really covers me where I'm weak when I don't have the budget for a DP, when I don't have the budget for a director of photography. And also, I hate riding on the same train as others, so I'm staying and hoping that Blackmagic gives us a game-changing banger like they did in 2019. Full frame, a more convenient body design, internal NDs, and if I can get those 3 things, shoot, I'll change lenses if I need to. What do you guys think? Do you think that next release is gonna be it? Or do you think I'm gonna be let down again? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, peace.